The new Timothy Bradley or Timothy Bradley and Atlas versus Pacquiao? What do you think is the objective here for Pacquiao to overcome?
It's about team. It's about preparation. Going into this fight, it's about doing what I'm supposed to do. You know what I mean? Doing what we train and set out to do from day one, and that's to become a better fighter. I think definitely Teddy will definitely be a big factor in this because he's pretty much the guru of boxing, man. He's unbelievable when it comes to teaching, and you know, this fight is really not about. It's not really not about Manny Pacquiao to me. Not for me.
Not even his last fight. That
I'm not even really thinking about that. I'm not really thinking about that. Honestly, I just want to be the best that I can be. That's it. The best that I can be.
Not looking past Pacquiao, Teddy Atlas expressed that after your Rios victory that he would like to see you versus Mayweather. Do you think a win over Pacquiao can entice Mayweather coming out of retirement and facing you?
I mean, it would make. I think it would honestly make sense business-wise. You know, we get the win over Manny Pacquiao, and you know, I think business-wise that definitely makes sense. I think that's logical, but that's not always so. You know, life is not always fair.
Well, it's not unfair that you're not getting credit for your victory over Rios. It's not fair that you're not getting credit from some of the fans and boxing experts over your victory over Rios. They're discrediting you to a extent, saying that it wasn't the same Rios.
Listen, it don't matter what Rios showed up that night. I was ready for any Rios. It really didn't matter. But, honestly, why do you need? I don't need credit when I got cash. I don't need credit when I got cash.
Next question. Do you gain any more confidence being that the way you beat Rios compared to how Manny beat Rios, being that you knocked him out and finished him?
Nah, I mean, styles make fights. It's not a thing that I look at and say, well, he didn't stop Rios. I stopped Rios. It's more of being in tune with myself. It's more of knowing what I can do. And the difference is the fact that Teddy, I know you saw my last fight how poised I was, how calm I was. You saw the combinations, they were different. You saw how tight I was. I was solid, I was complete focus through the whole fight. I think that's going to be the difference in this fight, being technically sound, being 100% focused all the way through the fight, and being that spark monster that I was for the Rios fight. That's what it's about. Not being a dumb fighter, not being just going in there and winging punches, putting my head down and throwing shots. That's the old Tim. You won't see that in this fight.
Tim, reflecting back on your last fight with Manny, had you had Teddy Atlas in your corner, do you think the outcome would have been different?
The last fight was what it was. It was what it's supposed to be. I realized that I'm in complete control of my destiny. I'm in complete control of my legacy. And once you realize that, you're going to do everything you possibly can to make sure you're 100%. In that fight, there was an injury, but I really don't want to talk about it. But, it is what it is. It's life. It's part of sports. But I think now, this third time around, there's a reason why this fight came about. Honestly, I didn't think I was going to fight Manny Pacquiao again. I really didn't. I thought we was going to go 1-1, and that was it. But the fight came back around for a reason. There's a reason why Mr. Teddy Atlas gave me a call, and I had an interview with him. I never leave anything to chance. I always leave it to, I never think that anything's just for no reason. Everything's for a reason. Everything happens for a reason.
And Terrence Crawford actually is picking you to win this fight. Had Terrence actually got the fight with Manny instead of you, do you think that he would have won?
Yeah, I honestly do. I honestly do think that Terrence Crawford is the future of boxing. He's the future of Top Rank. I think he could have beat Manny Pacquiao. Yes.
Who has he fought to prove that he can beat Manny Pacquiao?
Well, he hasn't fought stiff competition. But I can tell you this: he's beaten everybody that he put in front of him. I don't think he has really complete control over everyone that gets in front of him. I don't think Top Rank has the stable to put the best 140-pounders in front of him.
People want to see it.
The fight could happen. Honestly, the fight could happen. That fight could definitely happen.
How does it play out?
Terrence Crawford, too smart.
What's different this time for you and different this time for Manny? What's going to make this fight like epic? What do you think is going to make this fight really special?
Manny will be the same Manny. He always is. Vicious, fast, quick, powerful, and I'll be different. That's what's going to be the difference. I'll be different. I will truly be different. I won't be the same fighter I was 2 fights ago. I wouldn't be the same fighter that, when I fought him the first time. Completely different. You heard it from Manny. He said, I'm stronger, I'm smarter now, more experienced. It's true. It's true. And now it's going to be even better this time around. So I understand everybody. I understand that everybody's going to be, with Manny Pacquiao. He has a lot of great fans, and, he's paid his dues, and, he's a great, tremendous fighter. But, little guy from Palm Springs. I'm letting y'all know, watch out. Just watch out.
So do you think
and,
he's overlooking you again, like in some way, or do you think he's underestimating you?
He's confident. He's confident. He's one of the best fighters of this era, this generation. So he's super confident, as he should be. But I'm very confident. I'm very relaxed, very poised. This is nothing. The first time around it was different. The media is what made it nerve-wracking. It was a lot of hype. Now it's just like riding a bike again. It's like getting in the car, put my seatbelt on, and go. It's just smooth. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't affect me now. So I'll be ready for anything that Manny can do, because Teddy gonna get me ready for everything he does in the ring.
What is it about Teddy Atlas?
Your power against Rios. Do you plan on exercising it the third time against Pacquiao, pressuring him a little bit more? Try and hurt him?
Smart monster, man. I told you guys, smart monster. No more stupid swinging wild, and no more of that, man. It's complete different, just technically sound. Teddy ain't going for that winging, putting his head down and wing. Teddy not going for that. No more of that, man. No more getting hit with those clean right hands from Jesse Vargas. No more of that, man.
Hey Timothy, is this the best Timothy Bradley we're about to see?
Yeah, you're gonna see the best Timothy Bradley, because guess what? I care and I want this. This is all about legacy. This is nothing personal for Manny Pacquiao. Like my second fight, it was like personal. I felt like I had to knock him out. I went at him and I was like, But now this fight is more like Tim, you got to go out there and do your job. You got to go out there and win. That's it. Go out there, be yourself. Stay in tune yourself. Don't matter what happens. Just go out there and win the fight.
Describe your relationship with Teddy Atlas.
Teddy is like a second father, man. He's a great person. Great mentor, great guy. It was chemistry from right off. It's like an instant marriage. It was crazy. Yeah, we click.
Good marriage.
Yeah, it's a real good marriage. We click.
From him, Tim?
I learned a lot. I learned that I think I want to say, like, the main thing with Teddy is be a man of your word. So whatever you say you're gonna do it. There's not a lot of men out there like that, and that's a big thing for Teddy. If you go back on your word, he's like, no, done. We're done. We're done.
What techniques in boxing?
One at a time, guys. One at a time.
No. Listen, the techniques. There's nobody in boxing that does the techniques that Teddy does. No one.
What are they? One. Just give us one.
It's just, man. Listen. All right, I'm gonna give you this right now. All right. Most people don't really realize that the jab is a shot that sets up big punches. All right, and it keeps your opponents off balance. But not a lot of fighters know when to throw a jab. They don't know when. All right, so we're taught as fighters nowadays, it's okay to throw a jab going back. You're here, all right, make sure you double jab going back. It's not okay. It's not okay doing that. It's not okay jabbing from this range. It's not okay jabbing from this range. You want to know why it's not okay jabbing from this range? Because, it's susceptible to get hit with a counter. Because guess what? You're here, and guess what? His hand is there. Look at the distance. You can get countered right away. But if you step back, get back, Chris. Get back. But if you step back here, and you shoot your jab from here, and you out, guess what? That counter can't touch me. So that's one thing that I learned from Mr. Atlas that not a lot of fighters understand.
With Mayweather retired.
You fought Manny twice, obviously. The first time you won on the cards, but you didn't feel like you got the credit deserved. This could be his last fight. If you were to win this fight, the fans may be more angry with you this time than the first time. Are you prepared for that kind of reaction mentally, even with the victory?
Man, you know, credit is credit. Doesn't bother me, man. Like I told you, I don't need credit. I got cash. I don't need credit. I'm good. I got my family. I'm good, man. I've never gotten credit in my career. You know, the credit that I feel I rightfully deserve, but it's okay. It's life. Life is not fair. But I've learned to deal with it. It is what it is. So, April 9th, I beat Manny Pacquiao. If I don't get credit because Manny is his last fight or because there's always excuses. The best fighter in the world, Mayweather, don't get credit. All right, so why do I need to get mad for? I mean, he don't get credit. He's the best fighter in the world. He beat Manny Pacquiao and didn't get credit for it. You know, so I don't expect anything different.
You know, you say it's not fair world. Well, Manny's coming off a surgery. We don't know how strong that shoulder is. Is that an injury that you'll target until he can prove that it's 100%?
I think the answer would be, what would you do?
I'm not a fighter. What would you do?
Come on, let's think here. Now, you smart guy. What would you do? Think about that. What would you do? Would you target that shoulder? What would you do?
I would do whatever it took to win.
I'm gonna do whatever it takes to win. All right?
Thank you, guys.
Thank
Timothy,
you.
it's a pleasure,
Hey
man.
guys.
Thanks, Tim.
All right, guys. Thank you very much.
Be careful not to fall down.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Thank you.
We're gonna have to let you go.
Chris, I'll text you when we're okay. Areas.